made money, best of luck to you, honey.
Right.
The report shows that by 2030, 45% of working women ages 25 to 45 by 2030 will be non-married, no kids, single. Okay, so you might say, well, what's wrong with that? Okay, if you think that you're going to be 45 years old, no kids, not married, and that you're going to genuinely be fulfilled in life because you made money, best of luck to you, honey.
Right.
Gentlemen, live from Harlem, New York, put your hands together for Mr. Goodbread. You bitch ass nigga, you better recognize and you better
As my platform grows, so would a dialogue. You know? I don't need to trash, and I don't need to tear down another content creator's content or that person for my personal enjoyment, because there's only so much of that you can do before people start to realize that you ain't shit.
Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
There's only so much of the same nonsense that you can talk about and that you can do before people start to realize that you ain't shit. And that's what makes me not in the same box. That's what makes me a little bit different. Depending on super chats and cash apps to pay my bills. Because I have a real life outside of this YouTube screen. So a person that is dependent on these super chats and cash apps could never be on the same level as me. And that's why I'm able to speak freely, and that's why I'm able to say what I want.
Oh, it's
not
true.
Risk cancellation.
It's damn true.
Not risk getting evicted or losing my cars if people don't like what I say when I speak the truth. See, a lot of people have problems in this content creation space because they spend time trying to be something that they're not.
Bruh.
Wait a minute.
You're not a tough guy in real life, but you want to be a tough guy on screen. You live a mediocre, average life, but you want to be a rich guy or a rich woman.
It's true. It's damn true.
And become affluent when you get on the screen. I'm not really a person to give advice, but I will give insight. The key to longevity is to be yourself. And don't change up. Be yourself and don't change up.
Do what I do, because I don't give a fuck. One or two people side with it, and them the one or two people that's rolling with me. I'm not looking at the majority. I told y'all from day one, the majority's not gonna side with you. I'm only gonna get subscribers here and there, and that's cool. I'd rather have 50 killers than 1,000 soldiers. Yeah, so they always gonna be mad. Welcome. Welcome.
That's just how it is. You have to check this, because we're warning guys about the bad woman, which now has pretty much leveraged most of the world. So the type of woman that is good is pretty much slim. We're not teaching it.
What's goody, squad? Welcome to class, guys. How y'all feeling? Welcome to final period, guys. How y'all doing? Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new over here. Keep in mind that we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or emotions. We cater to the truth. We cater to common sense. And we do not complicate that, guys. So we got a good one. Y'all see the title. 45% of modern women will be single and lonely with no children to blame by 2030, guys. I can't make this up, guys. So without any further ado, let's go on and get into the article that was sent to me. Keep in mind, guys, I tell you this all of the time. A lot of females send me content, so it ain't a bash the women. You know what I mean? All right, guys. So let me pull this up. Let me make this a little bit so y'all can see it. Studies predict 45% of women will be single by 2030. Single men are lonely, but single women are empowered. Of course. Cute little woman right here. I mean, not too bad. Preserved herself. Y'all see. Like most of them gonna be cute and lonely. You know what I mean? Cute and lonely. So the article reads, yep, you read that right. It's estimated that 45% of women aged 25 through 44 will be single by 2030, according to a study by Morgan Stanley. Guys, keep in mind that is true, guys. And when you say single and lonely with no kids, remember the kids will be grown at this point. The kids will be grown. They'll be moving on, starting their own plantation. You know what I mean? So these women are going to be single, no man. You know what I mean? And now they don't have that excuse. They don't have that child to cling to as to why they didn't start living life. You know what I mean? A lot of women trap themselves into the cage because when they trade in their modern woman certificate to become a hell of a mother, that's the participation right there. They, you know what I mean? The title, with the switch of title come more victim privileges. Guys, gotta peep what's going on here. You know what I mean? When a modern woman trade her modern woman title up for mother, especially single mother, man, endless amount stuff thrown at her. But anyway, let's get back to this article. With the modern dating market, nearly half of women in their childbearing years will be without a male counterpart. That sucks, bro. That sucks. That so sucks. There are a few reasons for this prediction. Let's see. One, women are getting married young. Women aren't getting married young anymore, and that's a problem. That's not good. That's not good. We have so many other options for what to do with our lives that getting married is no longer. Keep in mind, guys, this is a woman that's writing this article. Woman wrote this article, guys. You know what I mean? We have so many other options for what to do with our lives that getting married is no longer the default option. You know what I mean? Doing what God said in the whole creation of the family and the nuclear family and the American dream and patriarch is no longer desired. It's just flat out in the open, guys. We just gonna do the opposite of what the word of God say. That's what it is. So you know what I mean? That's the times we live in, guys. You know what I mean? I ain't make it up. We're focusing on our career. They're focusing on being absolutely independent. So this is why it's gonna be 45 of them suckers running around here sorry, looking miserable, sad and lonely. We're focusing. I'm gonna read that again to you guys. We already know over here at the School of Common Sense, mind you, we don't cater to your feelings. We're focusing on our careers when God sent y'all down here to be helpmeets. God sent y'all down here to be helpmeets. You know what I mean? But y'all focusing on your career, cool. Going to grad school, traveling, our friends and extended social circles, and taking our time to find the right guy. Don't take too long. You're gonna end up 45% of the women. You're gonna end up like 45% of the women. I'm telling you. Two, we weren't having babies like we used to. That's not a bad thing. Because before it wasn't that y'all was having babies. Y'all was having babies without the education and without the proper knowledge, and y'all were bringing the babies into the generational curse that you were already settled in. You see, that was the problem right there. The problem wasn't having babies. The problem was who you was having babies with and the circumstances you was bringing these babies into. That was the problem, sis. Now, I mean, we're going to talk about it. 2, we weren't having babies like we used to. With more options for birth control and even before as than ever before, and somewhat reliable treatments for infertility, the pressure to have kids within a certain time frame just isn't there anymore. Yeah, the good old devil, he manipulated his ass. He done fixed it to where you guys, it's crazy. And with the pressure gone, so is the urgency to, you know what I mean? So now you get to be the victim. That's all you, with, with the accountability removed, the earthly accountability, with the earthly accountability for what God sent your ass down here to do, remove. You know what I mean? With the pressure gone, so is the urgency to get married for the sake of starting a family. That's a damn shame. So many women are single that is unmarried and will remain this way for the foreseeable future. We are told that to be a single woman, it is empowered. If I had a penny for every time I've heard she's a strong, independent woman who don't need a man, she can take care of everything herself. She makes her own money, drives her own car, and pays her own rent. Yeah, But that's not what we saw last night. We saw them begging for sperm last night. Guys, if you missed that one, you go back and check that. They begging for sperm last night. But they don't need a man, but they begging for man's sperm. They can't just voila and up and create life like that. So they need a man. They gotta watch their mouth. You know what I mean? She can take care of everything herself. She makes her own money, drives her own car, and pays her own rent. You know, the basic things that any functioning adult should be able to do. But I'll digress. I'll digress. She can do it all in her own little world of man-free bliss. And without a man, she doesn't have to deal with the implicity of misogyny. She doesn't have to cook, clean, or care for an overgrown man-child. And here's the thing with this, I don't have to cook, clean. So you just plan on just being dirty because you got to clean for yourself. And you already have kids. It ain't like y'all not running around here with a million kids. So you got to cook for your kid. So what do you mean you're not cooking for an overgrown man-child? Like that, this sounds stupid, yo. And then another thing about this, when you do get in a healthy situation, lady, and you do start messing with dudes that make money and they're in that part of their life where they want to get up out the apartments and get up out the fucking projects, and they start house shopping with your sis. Understand, sis, you gonna want that kitchen to be fire for some strange reason, right? When you go house shopping with a girl, if the kitchen ain't dope, you damn near might not even buy the house. So miss me with the cook, clean, you know what I mean? If that was the case, then we ain't worrying about the kitchen in, because your ass ain't fitting to be in there then, right? Stay in the project, sis, with that mentality. What it really falls down to is she doesn't have to compromise or have anyone complain about what she wear or the pictures she posts online. She can have as many girls trips and hot girl summers as her heart desires. The blissfulness of single life. This is a woman writing this article, guys. But if a man is single, he is lonely. Okay, so when we're single and we just don't want to be bothered and we don't want to deal with it, we lonely. Because you know he's clearly miserable and sexless, not by choice. Not by choice. Like, we can't do this shit by choice, right? There's even a Reddit term for it now. Incel. A man who is involuntarily celibate. There you go, guys. That's your definition. For those of you guys that was asking me about incel. Incel is the badge. That's a badge that they use for my introverted males. You know what I mean? A lot of my introverted males don't even care. They don't even care about what's going on with this gender war. You know what I mean? They don't even care about what's going on with the gender war, but they get labeled as incels because they don't want to participate. You get what I'm saying? When you don't want to participate, you get labeled a deadbeat. You get labeled incels. They got creative little names that they stick on the dudes that they know ain't gonna play with them. You know what I mean? Ain't gonna play with them. The idea here is that all men would want a girlfriend or at least a female partner if they could have one. The never-ending rhetoric is that married men are happier, live longer, and benefit tremendously from having a live live-in maid, I mean wife. That's not true, guys. Married men are not happier. You know what I mean? Married men are not happier. Men that are at peace are happier. The men that are at peace is happier. And if you so happily be in a relationship and you're at peace, then hey, then you add to the statistic. But no, that's not necessary. If you ask me, in real life, married men are the most miserable motherfuckers on this planet. Why ain't no married men running around here telling us to get married? That's the greatest thing they ever did in their life. Exactly. All right. So don't they trying to trap you guys. Don't let them trap you with the stupidity and play their game. They need you to be dumb. All right? Incel. Young people are socially conditioned to believe that single men are one of two things. Super attractive top 20 percenters who don't need to settle down with one woman to have plentiful sex, attention, and admiration from women. Or everyone else, average to unimpressive men who don't know how to walk, how to talk to women, and couldn't get a date even if they tried. Now, they just mentioned alpha and beta. They just mentioned the difference between alpha and beta without them knowing the difference, without them even being red pill. That's just the difference between alpha and beta. I'll read it again. One, they said young people are socially conditioned to believe that single men are one of two things. One will be the alpha, super attractive. That's not just in looks, guys. Whatever you get, whatever is attractive to the females that attract them to you, that's what it is. That's alpha. Super attractive, top 20 percenters. Remember, I told you there's 80% of beta males to 20% alphas. We got to change that, fellas. We need at least 20% more men to become alpha, and then that static change, and we'll see a little shift. We'll see a little shift because the simping a dry up. The simping a dry up. All right. Super attractive top 20% who don't need to settle down with one woman to have plentiful sex, attention, and admiration from women. Or beta male, everyone else, average to unimpressive men who don't know how to talk to women and couldn't get a date even if they tried. Are those really the only two options? Double standards, double standards. This is nothing new. There are probably some women and men who fall into these categories, but it's ridiculous to pretend that this is everyone. Nah, it's not everyone. But I'll tell you one thing else. More women are incels than men. You'll be surprised when you start to look at the real reason why it's going to be 45%, and it might be even more. It might be 58%. Now, because we have yet to touch on the real reason why these women gonna be lonely without them kids, bro. I mean, we have yet. So just hold that thought. We're gonna touch on it. It's gonna flow. It's gonna be a nice one for you. I got a nice one laid out. We got Love Dorsey featuring. We got motherfucking Candace Owens back out of punishment. We got everything, yo. We gonna talk about this body positivity shit, cause that play a lot in the reason why y'all gonna be lonely. Y'all gonna be lonely. We gonna talk about obesity. We gonna get it in today, guys. Word. I came to play. All right. This is nothing new. There are probably some women and men who fall into these categories, but it's ridiculous to pretend that this is everyone. Most of the single women I know don't feel particularly empowered in their singleness. Exactly. In fact, most of them are actively dating and looking for Mr. Right. Most single men I know aren't lonely or wondering when a woman will finally look their way. They're just going about their lives, working, going to school, traveling, participating in their hobby, and trying to build the life they want. Exactly. Guy or girl, the healthiest attitude is somewhere in the middle. I'm single and empowered and don't need anyone, especially not a CIS white man. Does not reflect most women. I'm I'm single and lonely, and I just wish that any woman wouldn't look my way. So wish that any woman would look my way so I can finally get laid. Does not reflect most men. Right. To lump all men and women into these categories is unfair and perpetuate a stereotype that just isn't true for most people. And neither of these attitudes is healthy nor aspirational. Is there a problem with 45% of women being single? On an individual level, no. But on a social level, perhaps. Exactly. Trends like these are symptoms of the bigger issue. Our social fabric is falling apart. Where the nuclear family used to make up the fabric of society, the separation of sex from commitment and babies has led to a sediment of selfishness. Absolutely. Absolutely. Our individual happiness has become the most important thing in each of our lives. That's a fact, because the circumstance we were brought into then beat us down. Our number one oppressor, a hell of a mother, you know what I mean, then beat us down to the point where everybody feeling sorry, everybody feeling sympathy, everybody got hit with the sympathy syndrome and shit. Everything is offensive. Everybody's sensitive. Can't tell the truth. Can't nobody take the truth. They've been beat down all their young life. Ain't been here but for 25 years and they just been beat down. They've been in slavery and all this stupid shit. To hell with having kids and a husband or wife. They're only good if they make us happy and fulfilled. And if not, well, you're better off without them. This is the way we feel about our interpersonal relationships. If it doesn't make me happy, then I don't want it. Facts. The fuck is the problem? With this attitude, no wonder the divorce rate is so high. No wonder people don't want to get married and have children anymore. We don't want to make sacrifices to endure unpleasant times for the sake of something greater. This isn't only about women choosing to be single, it's also about men choosing to abandon their children. Here we go with this bullshit. It's about children refusing to care for aging parents. It's about parents neglecting their children. All right. I'll take that back. You covered all grounds there. It's about all of us operating under a mindset where my happiness is the most important thing in my life at all times. I wonder how many people who live by the philosophy truly leave this world in peace. Final thoughts. Modern society has driven us further away from the values and structures that truly bring fulfillment in life. Absolutely. And that was the invention of social media. Social media got us feeling like we don't need nobody, and it puts us in a state of depression. You know what I mean? It puts us in a state of depression, my people. And we gotta unhook. We gotta unhook. We used to run around here talking about they're gonna put a chip in our neck. Yeah, the chip is in our fingertip. It's in our hand 24, 7 days a week. Yeah. While not everyone is necessarily called to a romantic partnership or marriage, we should not pretend that the lack of a relationship is empowering. It's not. Nor should we pretend that having a relationship is our ultimate purpose in life. And without it, we are only half a person. And I told y'all about that yesterday. Your peace over everything. So will 45% of women really be single in 2030? I don't know. But if that is the case, it will be a symptom of many challenges with modern dating, not something to celebrate. Great article, great piece. And thanks for sending that in. Thanks for sending that in. You know what I mean? Also saw a video yesterday on social media that kind of was on this topic right here. So let's play that right now. Let's go into that. From the Alpha Motivation Podcast.
Made money? Best of luck to you, honey.
Right.
The report shows that by 2030, 45% of working women ages 25 to 45 by 2030 will be non-married, no kids, single. Okay. So you might say, well, what's wrong with that? Okay. If you think that you're going to be 45 years old, no kids, not married, and that you're going to genuinely be fulfilled in life because you made money, best of luck to you, honey.
Right.
The report shows that by
Right. You got to remember, y'all, we got two different tasks. We was sent down here to make the money. Y'all was sent down here to turn that money that we make into peace. All right, ladies? Anything else is crazy. Anything else is you forcing it. And anything else is you going to suffer. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Let's play that back.
by 2030, 45% of working women ages 25 to 45 by 2030 will be non-married, no kids, single. Okay. So you might say, well, what's wrong with that? Okay. If you think that you're going to be 45 years old, no kids, not married, and that you're going to genuinely be fulfilled in life because you made money, best of luck to you, honey.
Right.
The report.
Best of luck to you, honey. You heard him? He said, best of luck to you, honey.
I don't like to use the H word, but let's just say you've been sleeping around.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys. So as we move along, as we gradually move along, let's get into another piece, another article, another thing that I've noticed, guys. And this piece is called Black Women Expose Themselves Proudly in Christmas Photos, Single at Best. The single rate is going up.
Peace and love, family. It's your girl, Six the Goddess. And keep in mind, I'm a goddess and I'm sensitive about my shift.
Now, I'm gonna let you slide with all that goddess shit, man. But get to the stuff, miss. Get to the stuff, yo. Goodbread, you know what I mean? We gonna let it slide. Cause I told y'all about these little bitches right here, man. I told y'all about them, man.
You could trust Love Dorsey, Candace Owens, but I wouldn't trust the rest of them.
Absolutely.
So I wanted to make this video because I don't celebrate Christmas. I don't celebrate really any holidays. And Christmas was yesterday. And when I had time to sit and scroll my TL, I saw some things that I'm not going to say it was an epiphany, but I'm going to say it was just the reminder that Black women are now complaining about a situation that they literally constantly feed supply to. Okay. So I saw a post the other day, the same conversations that we always have about, who is the prize? Okay. And it's Black women telling, having these conversations with Black men about, why do Black men think they're the prize? Why do men think they're the prize in general at this point? And so it's pretty interesting to me to see some of the comments.
I can answer that though, sis, because we create life. Life don't start without us. All right, sis? We at the forefront. We at the head of life. We are the true creators of life. All right? Women just incubate it and then then kidnap it. That's all. Yeah, incubate and kidnap. But we the prize. You know what I mean? We are the prize. Y'all read that article right there. Who you think care more about that article, man or women? In private. Because of course in public, you know what I mean? They strong and independent. But in private, they care. Oh yeah, they care. especially when you spend 25 to 30 years of your life hiding behind the fact that you had a baby, that you did something that God blessed you with the ability to do. And now when they gone and you can't hide behind them kids,
I used to be you, Mr. Goodbread. I mean, I had him chasing me with mattresses, for Christ's sake.
So you see the women saying things like, oh, because they think they're babbies, or oh, because they think they're this and they're that. And I'm like, it's very simple as to why, Black men think they're the prize, or men think that they're the prize in general, because Black women have validated that. Okay. Black women are the ones that made men the prize, period. And it's so funny to me to see women complaining the way they do now, not understanding, honey, it's you. So at this point, we really are on some protect Black women from Black women. In all actuality, in a relationship, in a marriage, it should be that both people found a prize, because both people are finding companionship. Both people are finding the other parent to help them.
Nope. Nice try. See what I mean? This is what I be trying to tell y'all, yo. You can't.
Can I say something to you? Listen to me. Hey, listen to me. Hey, shut the fuck up. Who taught you how to be this stupid? Were you fucking born this way? You're fucking kidding me.
Right. Men is the prize. Women are the gift from God. All right? You see how that works? See? Because not every man is going to fit you as a gift. Not every man wants you as a gift. So when we open you up and we see the gift, if we don't want it, we is to leave it alone. That's where we fuck up at, guys. You get the gift from God, you open it, and you don't really like the shit. You just wanted to open it. So you opened it, and now you keep it and you drag it along when you don't really like it. So now you're looking for other gifts and shit, and you fuck yourself over. You know what I mean? But men are the prize, bro. They need us to play less pretend, bro. And as this show progresses, we're going to see why the men are the prize. I'm going to show you.
Birth and raise their children. But now women are saying, why are men and men only the prize? And the reason being is because you made that decision. And we're going to talk about how that happened. So I noticed something along Christmas, okay? I'm scrolling my TL and I started to notice a consistent pattern, okay? Now,
hold on, sis. Before you start telling us what you noticed, I just gotta ask you a question.
How many baby fathers do you got? Answer me that.
Before I tell you guys specifically what it is that I noticed, first I'm going to show you this. So this is a post from a very popular blog that a lot of Black people follow. And I'm going to show you these photos. These are holiday photos of, people posting pictures for a Christmas. And I want you all to tell me what you notice in the similarities in these photos, except for one. Okay. And
I already know where you're going, sis. I saw Russell and my girl CC, and that's it. The rest of them bitches ain't got no man at all. They got the tree kid. Remember I told y'all this the other day. I told y'all I was gonna bring it to y'all. I told y'all I was gonna bring the truth with proof to y'all. I told y'all this the other day, and y'all can go see this on y'all timeline. Go back. Y'all can go see this on y'all timeline. It started back from Halloween. It started from Halloween, guys.
As you look through these photos and you begin to look at what the similarities are, I want you to always think about this. We as a people, we tend to not want to take baby steps, okay? We're in a place right now where...
No, we as a people, my ass, yo. We as a people, my ass, yo. You ladies love this. Y'all love this. This y'all shit right here. This is what y'all like to do. Y'all like this shit. You know what I mean? Men don't give a fuck about no picture, about none of that. As long as everybody got what they want, we cool. You know what I mean? Y'all the one that want to be around the tree matching pajama outfits and this and that. Men don't care about that shit. And y'all can't live out y'all fantasy no more. But y'all don't need man, though. Y'all don't need man, but y'all can't live out y'all fantasy and y'all mad. See? 45% of them gonna be lonely, bro. Gonna be lonely. More than that. Maybe more than that.
Where a lot of Black people want to go straight to talking about money and economics and government. And it's like, listen, okay, it's going to take us to put in intentional work to get past the very basic issues that we are having as a people. You can have all.
The very basic issue is we suffer from two types of ideologies. We suffer from stupidity and the word of God. All right. Nobody want to listen to the word of God because it's uncomfortable. So everybody go with the stupidity because there's all types of gray area. You can point the finger. You can blame this nigga. You can blame your mama. You can blame anybody you want. That's what it all boils down to. It's the Tower of Babel out this motherfucker. Everybody building, trying to get to the heavens off bullshit, off stupidity ideologies, bro. Stop playing, yo. Go ahead, sis.
All the money, all the status that you want in the world. But if you do not have your relationship skills intact, none of that matters. Okay? At the end of the day, life, the family is the foundation of life.
Fact.
And the fact that most of us have not been intentional about healing from toxic dysfunction, generational dysfunction, it just means that now we're going to be a bunch of people that have a whole bunch of money, a whole bunch of knowledge about money and how to earn it, how to invest it, with no families to carry it on, with no legacy behind it. Now, you know what we are going to have going on? We're going to have some glowing skin, some snatch waist. I mean, at this point, honey, period. If we don't do nothing else, another foundation is our health.
Oh,
so
it's
I have
true.
been juicing.
It's
I truly
damn
enjoy
true.
juicing. I have noticed a difference in the way I feel, my quality of life.
Bitch.
Yo, she has some great points there. A lot to learn on that one right there. Again, that was six, the God this. You know what I mean? Six, the God this. You know what I mean? One of my homegirls put me on right there. I don't really like it. That was a lot of witchcraft. It was too wayward wordy, like, you know what I mean? A lot of stuff sprinkled in that was facts, heavy hitting facts, but then a lot of agenda. You know what I mean? So guys, you always want to keep in mind, y'all. I tell y'all this all of the time, man. You know what I mean? I tell you this all of the time.
Come on, you know you stayed in there. You should have pulled out. You know, you stay in, you know what happens. All right, come on. Come on, what are you, stupid or something?
All right, guys. So now let's go to the next part of the show because stupidity is definitely and miseducation is definitely a reason why men is better off single than women. You know what I mean? 45% of women being single is not good for them, but that doesn't mean that we have effect to that, guys. You know what I mean? Let's go into some stats right now, guys. Let's get into some stats real quick because stupidity is only one half of the problem, guys. Stupidity is only one half of the problem. I know we got the Bible verses. We got to come with the Bible. We got to go to Bible. Genesis 2:18. Then the Lord said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helper fit for him. You see how that works, guys? You see, I want you to look at the context of the Bible. You know what I mean? This is why people don't like the Bible, and this is why people scared of my channel, and they scared, they know not to play with me. You know what I mean? We're gonna break down the context of the Bible because people take the Bible out of context. You know what I mean? And they make it to what they want to make it. They make it how they make it feel good to them. You know what I mean? And that's not, you can't do that because you're not gonna get the most out of it. All right? For one, then the Lord God said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helper. You see what You know what I mean? This before he made her a helpmeet. He made her a helper. So from the creation, woman was created to help the man. All this independence is not teamwork. It's not help. He didn't ask you. He didn't create you to do that. So that's where the mental illness come into effect. All right, because the man created y'all to help, and society then promoted and pumped in your head to be independent and not help. You see where you ladies come into play at? All right, now, if you really want my help, then you might want to get some real professional help first. Then come back to me. And then I'll be way more effective to you ladies. Because I don't know how to lie. You know what I mean? I don't know how to lie. You know what I mean? You see it. It's in plain sight. This is in Genesis 2, guys. So you can miss me with all that shit that came after. This is what it was. This is the word. You know what I mean? Fit for him. And it's not let's not override another key contextual part of this scripture. Fit for him. Guys, stop trying to jump your ass in these relationships that's not fit for you, bruh. You know what I mean? It's not the other way around, bro. You put the girl on your hand. You know what I mean? No, you don't put this, you know what I mean, fit her. Like, come on, guys. What are we playing? What game is we playing? These are just instructions, guys. Remember, don't confuse God and religion. Don't confuse instructions and that shit they do in the church, bro. That's not what we do here, bro. We don't complicate the common sense over here. So don't you be a nigga, yo. All right? Yes, don't you be a nigga, because niggas complicate the shit out of some common sense, trying to play smarter than everybody. Don't you be that. 1 Timothy 4:8. For while bodily training, this is the rules. This is number 2, guys. This is the number 2 reason why women are going to be single, because nobody fuck with fat girls. Let's get it popping now, guys. Real niggas don't fuck with fat girls. Real niggas don't got time for fat women, yo. And y'all niggas get cute and dress it up. Oh, she thick. Oh, she this and she that, and she just swole, and all the cute names and shit. Like, you know, because, you know, you got to make the title fit so that you can feel good. You know, lie. The lion lip shit. You know what I mean? Fuck around and lie to death, just like the girl Gangsta Boo. You lie to yourself. I mean, y'all checked that video out yesterday. 15 rules, 15 things that black women lie to themselves about. And also, you were raised by a black woman, so you make sure you check that out so you ain't got none of them black woman traits in your ass. Running around here lying to yourself, talking about you like fat women. Oh, because I like mine with a little bit of meat on their bones. Nigga, you don't have to like a fat whack bitch, bro. You do not have to like. Feel better about yourself. Do the self-improvement, bro. Do the self-improvement, bro. Because nobody in the 20%, none of my 20% Alpha Sigmas free agents like fat women, bro. Is you stupid? Fat women indicate poverty, bro. They don't teach this in the church, though. This is what they don't touch on in the church. For a while, bodily training is of some value. Godliness is of value in every way, though. You see what I mean? He's talking about exercise here, guys. So you could go in the gym and you can do all this shit that you want to do, that you think you're doing. If it's not it's not in his eyes, and if it's not me, if it's not in his will and testament, then it ain't gonna work, fool. So you can lift, you can pump, you can inject yourself with all the steroids you need to. Come out the gym, you know what I mean, looking as swole as you want. You heard what he said, right? For a while, bodily training, that's the training you do in the gym. You working on your body, you sculpting your body. It's for some value. Yeah, it'll get you some value. He ain't even gonna cap. You see, God is just like, I'm just like God. He ain't even gonna cap. He ain't even gonna cap to you. He ain't gonna crab leg, bro. It'll give you some value. But godliness is of value in every way. So all that shit you trying to do, with all that shit you in the gym for, if you come to him, you know what I mean, you get a shortcut, dummy. You know what I mean? Dummy. Flat out, dummy. It's nothing else to call you. Promise for the present life and also for the life to come. You know what I mean? Don't drop off this link. Don't drop off this link because we give you the brutally honest truth. This the brutally honest truth, bro. You know what I mean? That's what's gonna get you to the win. This is what's gonna get you to the win, guys. You know what I mean? Y'all know how I do, bro. I ain't got time, yo. I ain't got time to waste. I need helpers. I need riders, niggas that's gonna help me win. Let's go. 1 Corinthians 13:4-7. This is for my relationships. All right, guys. This is for the shit. 45% of women will be single and lonely with no kids to blame by 2030, guys. And this is what God said about relationships. 1 Corinthians 13:4-7. You see, them churches gonna kick you this. They love to stay in Corinthians in church. In them church buildings and in the mosques and shit, they love the Corinthians because that's where all the hope and the inspiration and the encouragement is at. You know what I mean? All that bullshit. I mean, we finna break it down. Context for bar, how they say? Yo, yo, yo. Like how before when I used to be a rapper, you know, before you start to spit the verse, yo, yo, yo. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. Guys, peep how I move, guys. I do not dangle what I got in front of y'all people, bro. You know what I mean? Miss Goodbread is not on every show. Nearly. She only on about 5%, 3% of the 100. And that's because it's work, guys. It's work. Love is patient, and it's patient. Just because I got it don't mean you're going to get it just yet. You know what I mean? Just wait your time. Do your work. Do the work. Do the work, and it'll come. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. You get what I mean? Ain't no independence. Ain't nothing independent about love. All right? Don't complicate common sense, bro. It's right there in your face. You read it. I put it there so you can read it while I read it. Because I tell you this all the time. You don't need nobody to read that thing to you. You can read that thing for yourself. I'm just assisting you. But it's there for you to see. You know what I mean? Screenshot it. Take a picture. Write it down. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoice with the truth. There you go. That's why niggas dropped off right there. But rejoice with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things, yo. True love it will endure all things. Now, when it don't endure those things, then you know it ain't true, guys. That concludes the Bible part, the biblical part of the show right there. Let's get to the statistics, guys. I had to pull this up. What percentage of women are fat, bro? Ideal body percentage for women. Categories. Athletics. How many athlete frames do we got running out there out of the whole 100%? We got about 14 to 20% of athletic frames in our women. You know what I mean? So there you go, 14 to 20%. How many is in the fitness, you know what I mean? You got about 21 to 24%. And these is as of 2022. We're not going to play no games. Acceptable weight, guys. Now, this is where you get funny with it now, guys. Where some people is like, no, she's fat. Some people like, she's right. She thick in all the right places. That's where it get funny with it. You know what I mean? You know. But I call it fat. Fuck all that. Same way that you apply, the same template you apply to the trans gentleman. If you got to question it, then you motherfucker it is. So if you got a question, it is. And that's that section right there. You got 25 to 31% of the women running around here is that. Then you add that with the obesity category, which is 32% at 32%. You know what I mean? 32%, guys. You reading me? Those are the stats right there. I got more. We got some more. All right. What percentage of the United States is overweight? 2022. Nationally, 41.9% of adults have obesity. Black adults had the highest level of adult obesity at 49.9%. Hispanic adults had an obesity rate of 45.6%. White adults had an obesity rate of 41.4% as of September 27, 2022. All right? Huge problem. Huge problem when it comes to relationships, dating, marriage, having kids. Huge problem. What gender is more obese? Women. Women had a higher prevalence of severe obesity, 11.5%, than men, 6.9%. February 27th, 2020. Guys, huge problem, guys. Huge problem. You know what I mean? Salute to my girl Candace, yo. She is out of prison. She is out of Goodbread prison. You know what I mean? Because we had her over. We had a chain thing. We had a lockdown. You know what I mean? She's going to segue the next part of our show. Let's get it, man.
You could trust Love Dorsey, Candace Owens, but I wouldn't trust the rest of them.
It's because we are living in a society that keeps trying to force the other extreme. These men are hungry for leadership. They want to be told that it's okay to be a man, right? Because everything around them, look at the media.
Yo, I need y'all to stop looking for leadership too, guys. Build with your bros. But building with your bros and looking for leadership is two different things. Stop looking for leaders, bro. You know what I mean? Nas had a famous line. He had a famous bar once where he said, fuck black leaders, because white people don't have, though. White people don't have no leader. Think about it, all right? Think about it. Let that sizzle in your spirit for a minute.
Oh, toxic masculinity. Oh, you're a bad person if you don't have your tail in between your legs. Oh, the woman should act like men and the men should act like women, right? Men should apologize for being men. That is the message that is coming from the mainstream media. And so, of course, these men are looking for something else. Like, give me anything else. Give me somebody that at least says it's okay to be a man. And these men do it. They say it's cool. I like hot chicks. And guys go, yeah, awesome. At least we said it. Stop trying to tell men that they have to like fat people, right? You have to like Lizzo. If you don't think that Lizzo is hot sauce, then you're problematic, right? That's the message that they're getting. So then someone gets on a platform and they say water is wet. They say hot chicks are hot. And these men celebrate as they should, because they need to stop hearing these ridiculously toxic ideas and stop being led to believe that there's no place for them in our society. I'll wrap this portion by saying this: there is no society that can survive without strong men. So this is the natural response to a society that is impressing upon male weakness. You're going to get the other extreme.
Yo, you can't make this shit up.
In a world of too much acceptance. Everything ain't accepted, sweetheart. It ain't. Spandex ain't for everybody, sweetheart. No fat shaming. You should be ashamed to be fat.
Right.
Social media has these thinking that everything is accepted. Everything is not accepted. Oh, you killing them, girl. Ooh, hot girl summer. No, fat girl, you look stank. You worried about putting makeup on your face. You need to be worried about getting that fat off your body. Y'all gonna be offended? I don't give a okay? You're lazy. I'm calling a spade a spade.
That's crazy though, guys, but that's a big part of the reason why. A big part of the reason why a lot of guys is not dating with these women. Know what I mean, guys? So y'all wrap up, strap up, and do not play with your life. We do it for the culture.